All right, so today we are doing a deep dive into the real infrastructure layer of professional AV.
We really are.
Specifically, the tvONE CV-HDMI-4K-2IN-FF input module.
Right. And our mission today is to figure out what makes this one component, worth its pretty hefty price tag.
We're talking $1,755.
Mm.
Why is it so critical for these really high-end systems?
Well, this module is built for a very specific home, the CORIOview series multi-viewer chassis.
It's basically the brain of the whole operation.
Exactly. It's the box that takes all your video feeds and puts them on one screen. And our sources had a great analogy for this module.
Yeah, I like this one. It's like adding a new high-capacity lane to a highway interchange.
A dedicated on-ramp just for your 4K content to get into the system without causing a traffic jam.
Okay, so the logistics.
Yeah.
We confirmed it's a factory-fit component, it's in stock, free shipping from HDTD Supply. So you can get it. But let's get into the engineering, because that's what's behind the cost.
Functionally, its core purpose is pretty simple on the surface. It gives you two HDMI ports.
Standard Type A sockets.
Right. And they're there to inject pure 4K UHD signals right into that CorioView brain. It's all about density.
And here's the detail that system architects really need to hear. The density comes with a catch. A big one.
The resolution trade-off. It's crucial.
So if you use a single channel, just one port, you get the absolute max performance. We're talking 4096 by 2160 at a really smooth 60 hertz.
That's your gold standard. Perfect for live video, fast motion, anything where every frame counts.
But what happens when you plug in a second source?
Well, that's where the compromise comes in. The module's architecture means the refresh rate for both channels has to drop to 30 hertz.
You still get the full 4K resolution on both inputs.
Yes, the resolution is maintained, but the frame rate is cut in half.
So what's the technical bottleneck there? I mean, why the compromise? Is it the module itself, or is it the CorioView backplane?
It really comes down to the unit being designed for an uncompressed environment. It prioritizes pure, unaltered signal delivery.
I see.
So that 30 hertz compromise allows you to choose channel density over motion fidelity. You can monitor two sources instead of one.
So it's for things like static data dashboards or maybe some low-motion command and control screens.
Exactly. For those applications, 30 hertz is perfectly fine. It's a strategic choice you have to make. Smooth motion for one or more sources at a lower frame rate.
That makes it less of a feature and more of a really important planning consideration.
It is. And we shouldn't forget the audio side of things either.
Right, there's audio too.
Absolutely. You get high-fidelity embedded audio. It supports up to 2 channels for each input at 48 kilohertz and 24 bits.
Which is professional broadcast standard. It's not just an afterthought.
No, it's about ensuring compliance and eliminating those latency issues you sometimes get with, lower-end gear.
Okay, so this card handles your local HDMI sources. But no system like this is an island. Where does this module fit into the bigger picture?
Well, if you look at the whole tvONE ecosystem, you can see a much larger integration strategy at play.
So it's not just this one card.
Not at all. Alongside this, you'll find things like HDMI 4K UHD output modules for upscaling, and you have other crucial input cards.
Like the DVI-U and the HDBT modules?
Exactly. The DVI-U is your legacy workhorse. It handles almost any old analog or digital format you can imagine.
And HDBT, the HDBT module, that's for modern architecture, right? For pulling in signals from far away.
That's it. So this HDMI card manages the sources right next to the chassis, while the HDBT card can pull in signals over hundreds of feet using just a standard Ethernet cable.
So the system is built to handle both local and remote sources seamlessly.
That's the idea.
Okay, so to sum up, this is a purpose-built module for high-density inputs, as long as you account for that 30 hertz ceiling on dual-channel use.
Nailed it.
We've covered the tech specs, but I think with specialized hardware like this, sometimes the silicon is only half the story.
I completely agree. And this brings up a really interesting question that goes beyond just the hardware. The sources we looked at detail these extensive support structures.
You mean like the knowledge base in their partnerships?
Yes, and most critically, their Wolfpack Technical Assistance Line. That phone number, 833-965-3722, is a direct line to expert help.
And that kind of specialized hands-on support is never cheap to maintain.
No, it isn't, so it raises the final question.
When you buy this $1,700 component, how much of that price is for the actual metal and the circuit board?
And how much are you really paying for the guarantee? For that access to high-level technical support that ensures your multi-million-dollar system runs flawlessly for the next 5 years.
It's definitely something for you to think about when you're building out these complex integrated systems.